wins do a lot of curing of a lot of things. And so, I was really proud of how the kids, even though we'd had some setbacks the last couple of weeks, their work ethic didn't change. And in fact, it actually got better. And I think the adversity we went through and some of the things we ironed out on the team, made us a better team and made us better for the future. And of course, we've got one big one next week. I really felt we did. I thought our offensive line, we really didn't know what to expect from them defensively because they had been blitzing a lot, and they played a lot more conservative than we thought. I thought Ryan executed very well. I thought Colin, when he was in there, executed very well. And that's a tribute to the guys around him. They really played well. I thought our fullbacks played exceptionally well. And we executed well. Defensively, with the exception of
a little low third quarter.
the one drive in the first half where, we fumbled the ball and then we had a couple penalties that kept the drive alive. Other than that, we played pretty well, and we tried to get as many young kids in. And they weren't, the rust from the young kids was kind of showed a little bit as they scored, a couple in the third quarter. Really excited about that, especially then, the woulda, shoulda, couldas, having Cole Mazza back at full strength doesn't hurt anything. That run he had for the score was one of the best I've ever seen. And so his physicality and the confidence he gives our offense to hand the ball off when we need 3 or 4, just changes how we call the whole game. Yeah, I told him that Colin was going to play the 4th and 5th series. Colin's been improving, and so I just felt like we had to get him in the game as well. And plus, Ryan's been taking a lot of shots, and so I'm trying to spread the hits out because our offense is one that the quarterback runs the ball pretty well. But I thought Ryan had one of his best games here and executed well, had great command of what was going on, and really didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah, ran for almost 100 yards, got his 5 times passing yard. It was a big night.
It's a great night for him, and listen, he works very hard, and I'm so happy for him and the team. Obviously, the team success, but his individual success was outstanding.
One of the things that you wanted to see was a bounce back from special teams.
Yeah, and we saw that today. I thought we returned the ball on kickoffs very well. Grant really booted the ball well on kickoffs, and then. I don't think you could do that again if you paid him $1 million. But we were hoping he'd actually put it through one time with the wind a little bit. And then he kicked a long field goal, which we shored up our protection on that. Punting game was pretty good. We got a punt where they muffed it a little bit and had a big score down there. And so, it was a well-rounded victory. I thought we won pretty much every phase of the game. Well, it's really heartwarming, for lack of a better word, not to get corny on everybody, but Jason has worked as hard as anyone on this program, does everything he can to help us get better, and it was great to see him see some rewards for it. And that goes down for a number of kids who played tonight. Ignacio Madrid. Started for a couple years and they got beaten out, got in there and got some playing time, got a hit, and so it's just great when everyone who contributes to what a program is gets a chance to experience the stuff on the field.
Physically tonight, kind of did that early on, huh?
Yeah, we did a good job. What was the first drive? I think the first drive they stopped us, but once we got rolling, figured out what they were running, I think we kind of set the tone yesterday. Everyone up front played pretty well. We got all the linemen in. Got some younger guys get in, which is good for experience. But overall, offensively, I thought we played a good game.
How good was it for you to have this guy back from speed?
Yeah, it was great. Definitely getting some good quality reps. We got another big one next week. I finished strong, so it's good to have him back. But yeah.
Cole, talk about what it meant to be back out there as a starter and back to full health.
Coach Daniak told me I was starting on a Monday this past week. So, it wasn't a different mindset at all. It was just having the opportunity to get back into where I was and being injured for so long. It just felt right being out there and with these guys. And I learned a lot over the 5 weeks that I was out, just reads and all that good stuff. But I'm happy to be back and I feel healthy again. So we'll just see how it goes next week, and I think if we have the same mentality that we did this week, we should be fine.
How big was it to come out and perform well in front of a homecoming crowd?
I think it was great with all the alumni and everything, and we haven't had the season that we wanted to have, but I think that they saw our capability and that we can build on it in the next the next game, and then hopefully do well in the spring, and then moving on into the next year.
Over 330 rushing yards tonight. That's going to be something all y'all are happy about.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's most room for all year. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
but yeah, it's always good to run for a lot of yards, especially it gives you a little bit of motivation for the offensive line wise. A little bit extra boost, but yeah, I mean it's good.
You also got to be pretty happy as an offensive line after the beating quarterback
Yeah.
last week that he got away tonight with a pretty much clean uniform.
Yeah, last week we were pretty disappointed and upset, and I'm sure Tiller's really upset too. So
Oh, Taylor's a tough kid. We don't give him the credit that he deserves, but I think the camaraderie of the team has gotten a lot closer over the last couple weeks, and I think the team chemistry and I think it was just a different mentality going into this game. Just knowing it's homecoming and that it's people here and that we are going to turn the corner.
nobody wants to lose on homecoming, so definitely a little bit of extra motivation.
Not very often this year. Pretty satisfied with the way things went today. How could you not be, I guess?
Yeah, I'm happy that our younger guys are getting a foot in the right note, going in the right direction, getting these guys a big win, seeing that we can put up points, we can do things successfully, offensively, defensively. I'd like to see a shutout. That's what I was hoping for the whole time, but it was a good night for these younger guys and for these seniors going out. Yeah, I had no idea that I was close to 5,000. I didn't really care about the 5,000. Doesn't really matter to me. Getting the win is the only thing that matters. I was real excited for Jason Willicks getting his first touchdown in a varsity game. Just all those guys, all these guys that I've been with for 4 years. It's really nice to see them get a chance. Yeah, Cole Mazza, he's a hard running back. We got a lot of hard running backs. Arky stepping up. We got Andre and Jeremy. All of our running backs, they're all solid running backs. Any one of them, I think, can step in there and play at any time. But to have Cole back, it's a lot easier because he helps me out when I need something. He calls out some blitzes that I don't see sometimes, and it helps me out.
You ran out on the field to meet after a sack with Regis Steiner.
Regis. Me and Regis, every day in practice, Regis has about 4 sacks every single day in practice and scout team. So I talk to him all the time and say, hey, you're like my best friend on this team. I see you every day. So right when he got that sack, I was pumped. I ran out there, gave him a hug. I was really excited for him. It was a good moment.
Obviously, you want to build off this win. You got a JV game Monday and then one more game next week. Talk about the momentum that you can get going here.
Well, hopefully we can get these younger guys some rest for the JV game because they always have the JV guys. I respect them so much. They have a rough schedule. They're gonna have the JV game and then practice at 6 a.m. the next day. It's rough on them, but they get us ready. And Davidson, they're in our conference. They played a tight game with Valpo, and I know we beat Valpo pretty good, but we can't overlook anyone. We didn't overlook these guys. They stopped us on our first drive, which was unexpected, but we came out and did our job out here tonight, and we're hoping we can do that again next week.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Things as far as being physical, feel like you guys went out there and did that early?
You got it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as a defense, we kind of pride ourselves on, being the most physical guys on the field. So, that's definitely something that, we wanted to establish early on in the game, and I think we did a pretty good job of doing that.
Yeah, Coach Young set the tone in the locker room, said we had the most physical team out there from the word go. And that's how we started the tone off. We just had to set that tone for the entire game, make sure they had no chance to even get back in this game.
2 interceptions tonight, Ryan. What'd you see out there that put you in the right position?
I don't know. I guess, just doing my job, just being in the right place, staying high, just being in the right place at the right time, I guess.
I know you had a big hit early in the game too that kind of really ignited the sideline.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about making that play.
Well, first things first, my neck is fine.
I didn't even ask. So.
But this is something I'm really known for doing, just big hits like that. So it was good to just have a big hit, get the sideline, get them pumping, because Ave Maria did have a little momentum going, but we had to destroy that immediately. So that big hit really just changed the flow of things.
How important is this game for you guys to build momentum now?
I mean, it's very important. It's a really good team win tonight. And going forward, how we want this program to look. This is a good win we faced a lot of adversity this year, and it's good that we're gonna, we got this win today, and hopefully, we get another win next week and finish strong to carry some momentum into next season.